We're preserving the past and building for the future. We're the men and women of the Northern Ohio Railway Museum, a diverse group, teens to seniors, all dedicated to preserving a golden time in American history, the era of the electric railway. In 1884, America's first electric streetcar ran on Central Avenue in Cleveland. Our cities would never be the same. No longer would workers have to walk or ride a slow horse car to their job. The electric streetcar brought clean, fast, and affordable transportation to the masses. New neighborhoods, even entire cities, grew up along the new streetcar lines. Cleveland was no exception. Lines were extended out into open country, and homes soon followed. For the people who lived there, the streetcar was a part of daily life. It took you to work, the theater, shopping, church, and recreation. You didn't need an automobile. The streetcar was your link to the outside world. City residents were not the only ones to have streetcars available to them. Their cousins in the country had something even grander, the interurban. These big fast cars connected towns and villages to the large cities. The interurban cars were nearly the size of steam railroad equipment and were capable of operating at speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Some cars were appointed luxuriously with inlaid mahogany wood, polished brass fixtures, parlor seating, and smoking sections. It truly was an elegant way to travel. They advertised, "Travel the electric way, no soot, no cinders." Several lines radiated out of Cleveland. Venturing out into Lake County, along the shores of Lake Erie, was the Cleveland, Painesville and Eastern. Serving Maple Country in Geauga was the Cleveland and Eastern. Heading for Akron and Point South was the Northern Ohio Traction and Light Company. The Cleveland, Columbus, and Southwestern aimed for Medina, Elyria, and beyond on two lines, and speeding between Cleveland and Toledo was the Lakeshore Electric Railway. These interurbans carried freight as well as passengers. For a while, it seemed the electric railway was invincible. Nothing could beat it. But the glory days of streetcars and interurbans wouldn't last forever. Starting in 1925, the interurban lines began to go out of business. They were being killed by the automobile, truck, and bus. The last interurban in Cleveland quit in 1938. Around the same time, city streetcar lines began to be abandoned and converted to buses. By 1954, the job was complete. On January 24th, the last streetcar left Public Square and headed into the history books. The era of the streetcar was finished in Cleveland. The only electric railway left was the Cleveland Interurban Railroad, better known as the Shaker Rapid. This high-speed line, a dream of the Van Swearingen brothers, offered speedy, convenient service between city center and suburb. In 1955, the Cleveland Transit System opened the first segment of the Red Line Rapid. By 1968, this line had reached out to Cleveland Hopkins Airport. This was the first city center to airport rail link in the Western Hemisphere. Today we have the Waterfront Line in Cleveland, heralding the next generation of electric railway lines. Cleveland and Northern Ohio have had a rich transit heritage. We at the Northern Ohio Railway Museum are dedicated to preserving this heritage. Since beginning in 1965, we've saved over 30 examples of electric railway equipment from extinction. Much of this equipment was but moments away from the scrapper. Some cars spent more years as chicken coops, storage sheds, and cottages than railway equipment. Other cars came to the museum after many years of transit service. The museum is preserving 2 miles of former southwestern interurban right-of-way with 30 acres of adjacent land in Medina County. At this location, 45 miles southwest of Cleveland, we're building the museum. In addition to our car collection and other transit artifacts, we've amassed track materials, trolley wire, and other supplies with which to develop our demonstration railroad. Today we're taking our giant museum kit and putting it all together. The Northern Ohio Railway Museum is a nonprofit corporation. Our goals are to collect, preserve, restore, display, and operate streetcars and other electric railway equipment for use by the public. Won't you join in supporting us as we forge ahead in our goal of preserving Cleveland's rich transit heritage? We're the Northern Ohio Railway Museum, preserving the past, building for the future.